We're gonna get copyrighted!
Welcome to fucking idiots.
RRR.
Episode 24, baby. We're doing RRR, also known as Rise, Roar, Revolt.
Is that actually what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh,
that makes sense.
Released 2022 and directed by the fantastic S.S Rajamouli. If I said your name wrong, I apologize, because I have the highest respect for you.
Amazing.
Goddamn.
We are going to go around the circle. We have me, James, in case you forgot. Jack, Ryan, Moon, Jaxon, Jackson.
Matt Pat.
Matt Pat. Your name isn't a name anymore.
Matt Pat, Bubby, Jack.
Ed,
I'm Bubby.
Ed me again.
Chancho.
You
You are
looked at
Chancho.
You looked at Jackson. You went,
I am.
It's a game theory, and you walked away.
Okay, so we're going to go around the circle. What did we all think about this film? Jack.
He's eating.
He's
Let him finish up.
It's gonna take a sweet
Are
time.
you
now.
stroking the sound thing?
No words for this movie. Just simple, amazing.
Simple.
Amazement.
Simple. Hang on.
Simply
Yeah.
amazing.
Out of 10.
Out of 10. Simply amazing out of 10. Doesn't get a score.
That
Just gets a,
translates to like
all it does, like it doesn't get a score. Just gets a
We both naturally went to this position to listen.
out of 10. Just an applause.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's beyond
What did you
words.
10 out of
like?
10.
What did you like about it?
Oh my god.
Well, actually, we can get into it after we
let's
go.
get into that
Yeah.
after.
Ryan.
10
10.
out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Dude, that was sick as fuck.
Yeah.
I
No
liked
Brad
it.
Pitt though, so
No Brad Pitt.
Yeah. If the main character, if it was Brad Pitt,
If he
movie
was
would've been
white,
worse.
I would
if
have.
he was white,
White.
apologize right now.
If it was Brad Pitt.
If it was Brad
Those were
Pitt.
two very good
No,
good
it
actors
was-
and
good
attractive
looking
actors.
men.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
I don't know. I said it.
Yes.
It would not have been able to have obviously been made in like a Western
Oh my
style.
God, no.
Definitely not.
It kind of reminded me of Bullet Train in the weirdest little way, just because of how fucking dramatic it is.
Yeah.
But
It did not remind me of Bullet Train at all.
well, if I could find like a Western movie that was comparable to
not
it,
Bullet Train.
Really?
Bullet Train.
Like,
Not
to me,
Bullet
Bullet
Train.
Train is-
action.
Yeah, there's so much action, and the story you keep thinking it's gonna end.
The
and it
action
just
in
fucking
RRR
doesn't.
was leagues better than Bullet
Alright.
Train.
Ew, yeah.
Out of 10.
Like Bullet Train a
My
lot.
God, it was amazing. Like I have no words to describe it.
Alright, I'm done with my review.
Jack, Jack's,
10 out of 10, maybe like an 11 out of 10. I don't know. This movie's just
It goes far
transcends
beyond.
everything. It's insane.
I think it's.
What is happening?
Damn it.
They're
Jack,
taking pictures
out of
of
10.
Jack eating a microphone.
Yeah, I'm
Speaking of a mic.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
I 10 out of 10, honestly. I would really like the fact that they didn't use actual animals, like for any of the, the parts where they're like hurting them and stuff.
Yeah, that was interesting.
And the amount of CGI that looks really good in that movie. The end with the CGI was it was kind of
No.
it was a
Yeah.
What CGI was bad?
the fire.
The fire was kind of shit. Yeah.
Some of the fire,
But oh well.
But like
Oh well.
some of it was really good though.
It
Like
kept-
when you
it
fire
kept-
the
coming
air,
out
the
of the-
flaming arrow,
It
and
kept-
like
when
the
the
fire
arrow-
stayed
when
When
behind.
all
the
the
arrow went
cages were
through the
CGI.
fire.
It
Yeah,
kept
I know.
doing-
And you
There's
saw
some
the
CG
vein. It was
fire
like-
that you see that
the
looks
thing is-
that looks like fake fire.
Yeah.
You look like fake
The
fire.
thing is, it kept you interested throughout the whole movie. Even
I
if it
was
a
never
3-hour
bored while
movie.
watching that
No,
film.
Yeah.
it did not feel like a 3-hour
I think the
movie.
And like
in the
worst
slightest.
the
CGI in
first
that movie
the
was
first half
the
an hour
motorcycle.
felt like a good 10-15 minutes. Like
Right?
it paced itself really good, but also told you a long story in just 3 hours. Like
And it didn't feel like 3 hours.
yeah.
See?
That intro did not feel like a half hour at all.
Right?
Yeah.
If it was a regular movie, it would have ended at the palace like animal massacre scene.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But no, it kept going.
3-hour movies
That's how I thought it was.
can be good. Suck on that, James Cameron. Fuck you, James Cameron. James Cameron, fuck you.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Fuck
Gonna
James
kill you.
Cameron.
He's gonna
This
kill you.
episode is gonna
Yeah.
get demonetized so
Oh,
quick.
fuck.
I do not associate with
Yeah.
this man.
Actually, James Cameron,
I
you're
like
pretty cool.
Terminator.
Actually, James Cameron, you're pretty cool. Just
Avatar sucks.
Avatar
Chill.
isn't that
Avatar's
great.
Kinda not
You
for
should
me.
do other things.
Okay, MK, your show.
MK.
He likes blue people.
Okay, I have
Like
ice
said.
in my mouth, but
Blue Man Group.
what the fuck are y'all on? Blue Man Group.
Smurfs.
I like the Smurfs.
This is
Anyway,
RRR,
yeah.
not Smurfs.
I liked it. I gave it 10 out of 10. It's really good. It was good storytelling. Like, it was paced out well enough that I wasn't like, oh my god, get on with it, and I also wasn't like, what the hell is happening?
Yeah.
Like,
No,
it
it
was
was
the
very
perfect
easy to
amount of,
understand.
like, information at a time.
Yeah, it was a really good, like, it was really well paced. Like, you knew what was
Yeah.
happening.
And I gave it
A 2 out of
10 1 out of 10. They weren't white. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
They weren't
It
I'm
wasn't
kidding.
Brad
I'm
Pitt.
kidding. I love this movie so goddamn much. 10 out of 10.
You're the one who made us watch
watched
it.
it,
Yeah,
so-
you
Yeah.
had us watch it.
Ryan's like, this is just a drama thing. And
I
then
thought I genuinely
10
thought
minutes
it was
in, he
gonna be
was
drama.
like,
Yeah, that the exact.
My
same
mouth
with
was
me.
open the entire time.
Right?
I can agree to that because I saw him with his mouth open.
The
Like
entire
he was
time.
watching the entirety of like
guys,
the flashback.
before we do that,
Rom, he was like,
Yeah.
Guys?
Hold on.
now that we've finished the review port, we're going to enter spoiler territory.
Oh,
So if you
spoiler
haven't
territory.
seen RRR, for
Go
God's
watch it.
sake,
Go watch it.
for God's sake, just watch it already. It's on Netflix.
do it.
Go
do
watch
do
it.
Do it.
Hack into someone's Netflix account and watch it.
You can't actually watch it in its original language on Netflix, though.
It's only in Hindi.
It was made in I don't know how to say that, like Telugu, Telgu.
That's
Tall, dude.
Yeah,
Same.
but
That's
you
my
can only
screen
watch the
name.
Hindi version. But I don't think it changes very much. Like it
and
only
in English
changes.
dub too.
Yeah,
I would
You
watch
get the
it in
story
English,
just
though.
from
No,
watching
no
it, I
chance.
feel like. I don't even think I needed to listen. I was kind of like,
Yeah, we are
he's the
gonna-
I
pirate boy
really
now.
like the music.
The music was incredible.
I first I was kind of like, why do they have a dancing number? I don't care. But by the
All
second
Bollywood
dancing
movies
number, I
do.
was like, oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, and
Let's
I
go,
like.
let's keep dancing.
I'm sorry.
Wait,
was
no. The
anyone else
the
talking?
second dance number was when he was being whipped.
that wasn't
No,
really
the
a
second
dance
one's at the
number.
very end.
Oh, the
That's
very
the
end.
very
That was the
end.
dance number. Yeah,
That's
that's the
the
second
song.
song. Was him getting
No,
whipped.
the first
No.
dance thing was when they were actually at the
party.
That
Yeah,
was
and
amazing.
I like
That
how
was-
they
That's the
used-
Oscar-winning dance, by the way.
That was
Oh,
the dance
yeah.
battle.
I liked
Not
the
too much.
The use of their main like one song like
Yeah.
in 3 different
So
ways.
good.
3 or 4, I think
Yeah,
there's
it was
3.
Yeah,
main-
like
it's
the
the main
the original
theme.
version of a friendship montage, and then when they were fighting, there was a more intense version of it,
Yeah.
and then there was like sadder versions of it.
Yeah.
I also like how they
Most other
introduced-
movies do that.
Or
Do
not.
that same thing where they play it. It's the musical motif of their friendship. But in other movies, they quiet it down so you can't hear it. And this one, it's on full volume.
Anyway, what were you gonna say?
MK, it's your turn now.
I like how they introduced both characters without directly fucking telling you anything.
Yeah.
They don't. They
Like
show you
they literally just show them doing actions to show how different they are.
how powerful
Right?
they are
Yeah,
too.
how powerful they are, and you
Rom's
can
fucking
tell the
Rom's
difference.
introduction is just
You're
him
right,
with
though.
Yeah.
flames going over his eye. I'm like, yeah, no, this guy's the bad guy.
Arrest that one guy in
You got
thousands
it,
of
pal.
people.
Like,
Yeah.
You got it.
He went through a group of people with a stick, and he got his.
Bro,
he got the
if
criminal.
he got a
Like, he got the
lightsaber,
bad guy.
they'd be dead. He'd just be mowing them down.
If he had any sort of sharp
I was gonna
weapon,
say-
Yeah, he had a dull stick, and that was it.
My man,
in-
the only music playing in that man's head is the Doom soundtrack.
Yeah, you're
Also,
right.
one thing I would like to point out, in that entire police battalion, he was the only one without a shield.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
the only
The
one.
shitty shields that
Yeah,
didn't even
he's
do anything.
confident enough in his abilities to not have any sort of defensive options.
No.
Yeah, no, he just went.
What were you gonna say? MK?
Even in the settings, you can tell the difference because Fireman, he's in the fucking desert. That shows his fucking emotional capacity. He does not care about anything. And then the other dude was in the forest. He was with water, and he was with.
He's-
And then, like,
But
at the
there's
end,
They did so
he
many subtle
becomes.
little
Then they
things.
both, like, transition to the opposite. Like, at the end,
They, like,
Beam is using a
combine.
motorcycle,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
he uses, like, the full tribal hunter,
Yeah.
which was kind of weird.
I
Like,
love
I
it.
saw like an
Like, he-
extended intro for Rom on, like, a YouTube channel.
Oh shit.
It had new footage of, like, him meditating and all that. And it, like,
That would
it
have been
had,
too on the nose, I think.
Yeah.
I'm glad they got
it
that.
had like a like his titles and all that. It's like son of the river, lord of the forest. I'm like,
Oh my
you've
That
never
was
been
too
in a
much.
forest.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, I feel like the one thing that they did with like the desert versus the forest as well, they didn't want you to know Rom's plan
Yeah.
until the very end, so they played him out like he
As
was
just
That was
this
fucking
guy.
sick.
That was such a
it was
good
just
twist.
such
Like I
good
didn't see that
character
coming.
Yeah.
like design.
It was
like
very
both of
good.
their characters are
They had
so
really
well
good character development.
made.
as well.
Yeah.
Oh my god, character development.
Yeah,
is
that
so
twist
fucking
when
well.
it's
So good.
revealed that Rom is like
A
a freedom,
good guy.
a good
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
He's just doing what's necessary for his cause.
And, like, you could see
I got
the
chills.
hurt in Beam's eyes when he discovered that.
Already.
Because he just kind of left him to die.
I liked that even when you thought that Ram was the bad guy, you still kind of felt bad for him.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
you
Because
still
of his
liked
best
him.
friend. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
actually
because
had
he's
that
just a
fucking
nice
intro.
guy. He's just trying to
Yeah.
coach us.
You can't hate a dude
Yeah.
who got through whatever the fuck he got through.
You can't hate a dude
He was a
who
nice guy trying to do
who
right
lets his
thing.
friend get the bitch.
Oh, literally.
Well, he has a
He
wife.
literally-
That's
yeah,
true.
he, has a,
He does
he
have-
literally,
Second
like,
best,
tripped
like-
himself up so he could...
I wish both of the
He's a true
girls
homie.
played a bigger role in it.
Yeah.
Like, they were kind of like afterthoughts.
Wait, who?
Towards the end, his
Towards
wife
the
played
end,
a good
yeah.
role, but even then, Jenny, the other girl,
But
she
then
kind of
again-
didn't do anything.
I was
No,
kind of
she
glad
did not.
because
She
then
disappeared
we didn't
towards
get
the
like
end.
the white woman savior thing
Yeah.
in it. So I'm kind of glad that they got to do
Yeah.
it all.
Like, towards the end, I think her name was Seema, like Ram's wife. She
Seetha.
played a pretty
Seetha.
good... Seetha, sorry.
Seetha.
She played a big role near the end,
Yeah.
but then Jenny kind of disappeared, which I was kind of happy about. Because, like,
Well, at the
there was
very
no-
end, she's
I-
doing the dance, and I was
Wait.
like, oh shit.
She did. She didn't
I
appear
wish
like
I saw her at the party when the whole fight went on because I kind of wish she was there. I would because I'd
Oh,
love
yeah,
to see
yeah.
her reaction.
She was there.
Thanks
like,
for killing
a
my
little
family.
bit.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
but,
killing
like,
my family.
I
babe.
would want to see the
Thanks.
aftermath. You know, when both her parents die and everything. I'd want like
No, no, no.
that was her
that-
uncle.
It was her uncle.
her uncle or whatever. Like anyway, her
Dude,
family.
I love Rom's just friendship with Beam.
Yeah,
So
it
nice.
was so,
Just
like, it was so
letting her-
real.
Yeah, like he's just a nice dude, just letting his friend get the girl.
But he's also a fucking killing machine.
He's
monster.
also a
Well, they
badass.
both are.
But he's also
I
the
really like that
fire.
their friendship didn't feel forced or anything.
No.
Like, their meeting felt natural, but, like, when they
Oh,
met
oh,
by
they-
saving a child, and
they
then
both
they
met
just
by-
bonded.
How about we talk about that scene?
Two fathers.
Yes.
Two
Let's
fathers.
talk about that
Two
scene.
dads.
That was so
Oh
good.
my
So
God.
he's chasing the fucking criminal guy. And he
Beam's
meets up
brother.
and then the kid is fishing, and then the train explodes.
and
and then all it takes is him on the bridge, like.
Even
And then
the
he's
fact
like-
that they came in from the bridge on opposite sides to show how different they are
And then
again.
they grabbed hands,
Like,
symbolizing
it's
their
so-
newfound friendship.
Like, everything in this movie
That movie
feels
was
like
on
it's
the
on
thing with the
purpose.
flag when he went through the fire.
That was
Yeah.
really smart.
Like when he was on the horse and he picked up the flag, I was kind of just like, oh yeah,
Yeah, that's fun. Same
country
color.
pride.
No, but it...
And
And
it
then
served
it
its
came in
purpose.
handy for their
It was really really smart.
It
Yeah.
was.
And then there's the obvious, like, India's the best, where he grabs the flag, but the flag has an actual purpose.
That's what they just said.
He
Yeah.
just said
Oh,
that.
whoops.
Yeah, but when they
Wow.
grab
Yeah,
hands,
you're
they
good.
introduce each other, and then their hands like morph into the title card.
Yeah,
I
that
was,
was,
That was
I
good.
was
I
so
like
shocked
that.
that that was a part of the intro.
The story, the fire, the water.
The fire, the
The
water.
water.
You and the elements.
Me with the element. The water just sounds really dumb.
Mhm.
It does.
It was really
What,
good,
you wanted to
though.
be called the liquid?
I would rather be called anything else.
I
than
liked
the
his
water.
intro though, the
Yeah, it
fucking
was
on the
really
water
good.
and it flips and it was
That was sick as
Yeah.
It
fuck.
was so good.
Yeah, cinematography too. I was
Oh,
also
yeah.
a little annoyed with the slow-mos, like...
No.
But that's just a
By-
part of that type of
By the
style,
end, I thought the
think.
slow mo had a
Ryan
really.
has-
Oh, you can keep.
You go.
Okay, I loved it for the action scenes.
Yeah,
Because,
action scenes, yeah.
thank you for agreeing, but
Yeah.
I need to continue.
Yes.
Marvel movies, everything is so fucking fast.
Yeah.
You can't tell what the fuck is going on. You can't tell what the fuck is going on. And there were slow-mo scenes so you could actually see all the really cool shit that they were doing because they were doing a lot of shit that was cool.
I feel like
I
that's
do
a cultural
agree.
thing too, though. Like, I feel
And
like
a lot of Bollywood
Yeah.
movies
Yeah.
are like
Bollywood
that.
Yeah.
movies do
I
that.
only thought
It
that
works.
they used a little too much. Like there's some scenes that didn't have to be slow motion, but then
I liked the action
Yeah.
scenes. That, yeah, as Ryan was saying, the action scenes. There were some cinematic pieces that you could tell is like, oh, that's really cool that they did slow motion. But there are some things it's like, okay, why did you do this in slow motion?
You're like, we need a 3-hour movie. He
I like the
really
part where he
slowly
kicked the motorcycle as it was coming at him and it
Yeah.
flips
That
up
was
in the air.
cool.
That
And then
was
he
fucking
grabs
funny.
it and then uses it.
No,
one.
I really liked the cinematic parallel from like the beginning when they were saving the kid, where like Beam was on the motorcycle and Ram was on the horse, and then they did that again near the ending.
Mhm.
That parallel was so. There were so many parallels in that movie that were so good.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah,
Jackson-
then
Jackson was gonna-
Jackson
So-
and then
Oh, yeah,
Jackson.
Jackson.
Just
Have your
one
hand up.
correction to make for everyone here.
Oh, God.
It isn't.
Oh, no.
It isn't Bollywood. It's Tollywood because
Oh, yeah,
it
it
was
is
in
Tollywood.
it was in
Oh,
Telugu,
fuck.
so it's
Tollywood.
not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hollywood. Okay.
Mhm.
MK.
Thank you.
So
No, I
fucking
forget.
dope.
It still,
Oh,
it still
okay,
doesn't. It doesn't
Oh,
bring
no,
it down
no,
at
no,
all.
no, you
But
go.
I didn't even care that the logic was so fucking like out of
You were
there.
just in it.
I don't
You were-
like. I fully trusted that like he could just control fire.
He doesn't
I was like,
control
I know
fire,
you're an
he's just
average
really
man.
good.
But I know, like, I feel like he could do Harry Potter spells, and I would have been like, that makes sense.
He enchanted his bow with knockback.
I
think wasn't you that made that joke
Yeah.
while we were watching it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it bad to say like I like how gruesome it was only for the fact that it showed how real
Yeah,
that
like it made it real.
how everything can be. Specifically, like the very first scene when the mother gets hit.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
And it's like it wasn't exaggerated. It might have been exaggerated a little, but that's what it would look like. That's what would happen.
Yeah.
Oh, you got
Whatever.
hella hands
Hey, I
up.
had my hand up
Who
first.
has-
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jack.
I had my hand first. Hey, I noticed throughout the final fight, they kept reusing shots of the arrow flying through
Yeah,
the air.
I noticed that too.
Yeah. They
So,
just
like-
changed the background, but the arrow's trajectory and animation stayed the exact
So,
same.
like, we paid
I
a
mean,
lot
it
for
was
this
a good
animation.
shot.
It was a
so-
good
We
shot.
gotta get it through.
I like the part where Buddy's flying off the horse or car or whatever. I think it was Rom that flew off, and his back got stabbed by that tree.
Oh.
Yeah,
God,
that was
yeah,
sick.
ow.
How do
Also,
you
that
not die
scene
from
was really funny because
Because
he
he's
just like
just immortal.
Everyone was like, when they were fighting on the rooftop after the party, and Beam just fucking stabs him in the heart. With,
Oh my
like,
god,
the-
I know.
Right?
He Wolverined him.
I was like,
That's what I was just gonna say. This movie specifically in the end reminded me a lot of Logan.
That's
The-
right, you were
like,
saying that.
Yeah, in the like the forest scene and stuff, and just everything, even getting
That's what he
stabbed
does.
in the back. And I really, really, really like that movie, and I like the way they do it. But in this
Ryan's got
movie, they have
something
they have the slow motion shots, which are really cool. And I do like in Logan that it's kind of fast and stuff, but I really like the slow motion shots. And I found that, I don't know, it was relatable.
I have one more thing. So the scene that I was talking about where he gets stabbed with the tree, when the fucking when the tripwire thing, or no, the tree,
Yeah.
when the white dude he fucking grabs the gun in the air.
Yeah.
That was so.
I like how it takes one shot from his gun and the entire car just flips to its
Right.
side.
Yeah.
Like one little
That
bullet.
was funny. That was funny.
Well, I mean,
And then like
Bless me.
it was
Sorry.
also it showed that the car bounced back, but the way it was shot, it looked like he was just floating in the air, aiming and shooting. Like it didn't show him bounce back on the floor because all the car did was bounce up and back down.
yeah.
I liked the
He was
parallel,
like-
the contrast between
It's like
Rom whipping Beam and the wife's final demise because she got wrapped in barbed wire and she was the one that
right,
gave
yeah.
him the
Barbed wire
The
whip.
cat
Yeah,
tail,
like
Oh,
the
yeah.
what was it? The shredded.
I didn't even think of that.
The nine tail? I don't know.
no.
No.
It was the sharp whip.
The sharp whip, the,
The
spiky
spiky
whip,
whip.
whippy whip.
I
The
would have
spiky
read
whippy
this.
She brings out like
as a
the
book.
Elden Ring
I didn't like
lava
that.
whip.
I didn't like the wife either. Huh?
One thing that I know we've brought this up in other podcasts, but I really like with these characters, you never did not like the characters that they wanted you to like, and you always hated the characters they wanted you to hate. They played
That
them
is
out
true.
really well. Like, especially the wife, like, Jack bringing up the spiky whip reminded me of
Spiky
that.
whip.
You always hated her, and the hatred just got worse when she brought out that whip.
Well, also,
Where-
she just
felt a
casually
little-
bought a child.
Yeah. It starts...
Shillings. Oh, I know that song.
I
Give her
feel
2
like-
shillings.
I feel
Oh,
like
they're taking
the
the
whip.
No, that would have been
They're
like
paying for the
rupees
song.
or something, right?
The whip part was a little like too like, hey, she's really bad. Like I think you
Yeah.
could have just kept it at she bought a kid for 2 shillings.
No,
and I would have
'cause it
known that
seemed
she was
plausible.
horrible.
Quite
Yeah, because
vicious,
that
my dear.
happened.
Because it
back at
seemed
that point in
plausible.
time.
I would have liked it more if they showed her being rude to the kid. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Quite vicious, my dear.
Like that was a little
No,
too
because
on
she
the
liked
nose.
the kid though, because she could do
Yeah.
henna.
She liked the
Yeah, but I
kid.
think I would have
So
liked
she
to
just
see
bought
her.
she liked-
her
she
like
liked the
she was
kid and,
lower.
like, her
And
own.
she
You know
liked
what I
the
mean?
song and the art.
Well,
so
you
she
see
just
her do
bought
that
her.
with other characters.
Yeah, I wish she did it with just the one because when she was like, "I want blood," I was like, "Lily,
How
why
did
do
you
care?"
feel
Well,
about-
lots of
Never shown her
royalty
before.
are depicted that way, even like.
Yeah.
I would have liked it if the. Can I say the king? What was he?
The governor.
The
Governor?
governor.
Whatever.
For him, it would have made sense because he's been violent for the rest of the movie. But I was like, why does she? Can she just be like?
He's
Because
like,
she's hateful.
no,
But it
no,
felt
no.
too obvious.
Don't shoot that Indian person. Use the sledgehammer.
The bullet
break.
is worth more than your life.
At the end, when he keeps talking about that, he keeps bringing it up over and over again, how the bullet has more value than an Indian life. And then he's like, you
and then,
dropped the
then he's
bullet.
like, and then he's like, bury it in his heart.
Yeah,
Or like,
he's
have
like,
him keep
how
it in his
did you
heart.
drop
Oh my
something
God.
of
That
such
was so
value?
good.
Give it back to him, and he blasts him in the.
Beam, return it to him. I'm like,
And-
"Give it to him."
Ryan was right about the line.
And
What's it cost? I
and
felt like it was the perfect hype man of that scene.
and
None of you got it until I said,
Jack-
"What's it cost?"
Let the man speak.
No.
okay. And Jack also said something about this when it happened. When he blasted him through the heart,
Sorry.
and his blood spilled on that poster that said, like, the sun will never set on the
Oh,
British
yeah, that
Empire.
was good.
Oh my
And the
god,
blood goes on
I died. I ascended
died.
at that moment.
Me when I die.
Me when I die.
I
It's
don't
just
know
a
which
perfect
scene I
movie.
ascended at.
I think
The
one of
whale.
my favorite, like, I have so many moments in this movie,
I was crying.
but one of them is definitely when the child was reuniting with her mom.
Like,
And,
at
like,
the
Oh
very
yeah,
end.
I
And
got
when
a
she
tear.
got to see Beam again,
I got
because
a
she
little
was
tear.
like, she was very, it was very real how desperate she was to just
No,
go
that's my
home with
bag.
him.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah, that was.
It was so
Ugh.
sad. It was so sad, but I liked it because of how real it was. Because that is what would have happened at that point in time if, like, any child that was bought were to see their family again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would happen now if a
She
child
was
was
just
bought.
Yeah.
She wasn't even
That
really
happened.
bought.
What I mean
She
is
was
that
just-
happened
They
at that
threw
point
two
in
coins in
time.
the ground and then just took her.
It still
Yeah.
happens in places in the world.
The parents didn't even know what
Yeah.
happened, like, until they realized they were taking the daughter with
They're
them.
just like,
They were
wait a second.
Wait, they're not paying you for the song. They're paying you for for our daughter.
And then, like, she runs after the car.
That was a
And
good
then she gets
Yeah.
beat in the
It
side
was
of the
a
head
really
with a
good
stick.
intro. It really, I didn't
really
know
thought
how
she
it was
died.
going to
This
tie into
this
the
right
story.
this bullet cost two
It cost
sterling.
£1 sterling.
No, I didn't know how it was
sterling.
going to tie into the story, but
then
it
it
did.
did.
Oh.
The beginning was good because it like established what the hell was going on. Because at first I was
Yeah.
kind of like, why the fuck is
For
this
30
white lady
minutes.
getting sent to? So you got like the
Because-
setting,
Romaro,
and then the
Romaro.
two
How the
characters.
two characters and how they fit into that setting.
Yeah.
So I get how that was an introduction.
Did you say that you didn't
Romaro.
like how they kind of switched styles at the end?
I think it was needed.
Like like how Rom went all tribal and how Beam was more
I
modern.
fucking love it.
I like-
thought
think it was needed.
I think that it was good because can I finish my
Yeah,
point?
yeah,
real quick?
we're
Okay.
done.
But I thought it was good because Ram was a man who had been working. He had abandoned his tribe for his goal, and
Yeah.
once that goal was
He got
finally
to go
complete,
back.
he
He
went
got to
back
go
to his
home.
tribal roots
Damn,
Yeah.
you're so right.
to fight the British, and Beam was using all the modern stuff. Well, it was like half tribal and half modern
Yeah.
that Ram
Oh,
taught
this is
him.
root. That's why he kept using the horse. It was his roots.
Yeah.
It's a freedom fighter.
Like, that's what I was saying. Like,
You're
it.
so
I think it was necessary because it had them come full circle.
Yeah.
Like, it brought them all the way through to the end, and it worked really well.
Yeah.
Also, I think Ram has so much fucking trauma.
That's
Brother
Literally.
shot and killed in front of him.
Mother
Shot and killed. He had to blow up his own dad.
Yeah.
And then he was kept in a prison where, like, they broke his legs. He
And then
couldn't
he
use his
piggybacked.
He
legs.
was just
Oh,
doing
that scene was so
Piggyback!
fucking
It was.
sick.
Yeah.
The piggyback,
And then,
like the
like, he was-
centipede.
He was literally stuck in a hole
Yeah.
for, like, we don't know how long it was
Oh,
until
that
Beam
scene was
found
so
him.
fucking good, dude.
They're
Where
just,
they were
like,
banging
listening.
on the.
Yeah. I liked
Yeah.
the
It was so
liked
good.
Then Matt Pat was like, they could actually do that.
No,
Yeah, we
Yeah.
didn't
I mean,
need your input.
he made a
there.
They
film theory.
realistically could, maybe, possibly, but
Well, yeah, if
I
there's a
think
bunch
so.
of holes in
Yeah.
the ground, that would make it hollow.
It would be accurate.
More
Like
than
the
the-
accurate.
yeah.
Like it would,
Good.
like you said, it would be hard. But
it would be
hard.
yeah, because like you would have
But they
to
were
know.
determined.
They
you have
wouldn't
to
be
know, like,
doing
hey,
this.
That
They'd be
vibration
like-
isn't very strong,
Yeah.
so they must be not here and over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Or
they
he
were
could have
obviously
just shook
both
his
really
cell.
smart actors.
This
Yeah, or who
Yeah,
said
he
like
could
who
describe
could
it.
just
It's
like
I was
put
just
their
like-
hand
Stuck his
in
hand
the-
up
yeah.
on-
Like a little finger, like
It's like when you
And then he's like, he's like all stealthy going for that, and then he just rips off the cell.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that was
Because I
amazing.
think at that point he
Also, when
didn't
he's
care
in
if he
the-
was found.
the final fight where it's just Rom's like showing off excessively, and then Beam just comes out of the water
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that was sick.
like the merman that he is.
I want to watch the dance again.
The day you're
final
gonna watch
dance?
Natu
No.
Natu.
Or their
I have
friendship.
I
Their
have Beam's
friendship
Beam
dance.
song.
That was so good. I literally
Oh.
remember like we had to pause.
Were you
it
putting your
to
hand up or
check
are you
it out.
stretching?
I'll put my hand up.
Okay.
It's so, I just downloaded the album on Spotify.
I
Like,
just-
I'm gonna do that right now.
It was a very smart and a very brilliant movie,
It was.
and it did very, very well. I believe so.
you believe it?
You
Yeah.
believe?
I believe.
And I think this movie is going to go far if it gets to, like, it's already gotten here, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
and
then-
it's
Yeah,
already
I
so
think
big
part of it-
everywhere.
The director
One of the-
did S.S. Rajamouli
Yeah.
did say once again sorry.
How much of an ass
Wait,
did you feel
wait,
like you
pause it, I wanna see
it's
it.
like wrong the entire time?
He did say that they are seriously working on the story for a sequel.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't think I'll like a sequel.
I feel
The
like
first
Which
one
I
is
mean,
too good.
I'm sure that
How would
he
they make
will,
a sequel?
like
Unless it's like a full-on rebellion / war between
Like,
the British and
if
everybody
they
else.
do it
Sorry, we're
right,
busy.
I'm sure-
it can work.
Maybe
Oh no!
maybe
If
it's
they,
like
have,
Ram
if they have
and,
a sequel, someone's gonna die.
maybe
oh my
Ram and Beam create like an empire of some kind.
Or they break up as friends.
That already happened though.
Well,
It kind of
Or
happened when he
fucking
kind of
hard,
arrested
bro.
him and then whipped him in front of everybody, and
do
then
this
And then
in
they
your
made up and
music.
everything.
Oh my God, yes.
And then he wiped away the blood and also the tear on his face.
That was a really good scene.
Yeah.
He
That's
just
a really
started
good scene.
singing, and then just like gets crucified.
they just.
Adam K has the song playing.
I'm watching it.
That
It's
felt
so
mildly
good.
racist.
No, that's the song. It's not too.
Okay,
Yeah,
turn it
no,
off.
but
You
you
get copyrighted or mute it.
No.
But fuck, like I can't wait for 20 years. RRR American Remake. I can't wait for it.
No,
Stop.
don't
The
say
RRR
that.
American Remake.
We
Don't
have
give them
He's
any
the.
ideas.
I feel like in one scene they could have like you could have.
we have
the Black
Ram,
Adam
and now is
soundtrack.
Robert, and Beam is now Brad,
I
Stop.
feel like it
and
wouldn't
they're
work.
fighting against the German.
And Red.
It wouldn't work as like a Western movie.
It wouldn't.
It would not.
No,
That's
even
Because we
when
like
I,
to make
Sorry.
shit so fucking serious. Like we like to make shit so boring.
we do. When I said like in a Western style, imagine it was like the same exact story, like Indian or what? Where were they?
They were in India.
Indian.
in
Okay,
India.
Indian people like in that like that exact plot. It just would have been done so much shittier here.
Yeah.
And there wouldn't have been like all the
Is
fun
your-
stuff
or-
like the
is
dance
your bullet-
numbers.
or dance
and-
numbers
More
would
than
have-
the
yeah.
lives of
I feel
some
like
white
the
guy.
CGI animals wouldn't be as good either.
They would have been so much worse.
Oh yeah.
They got the Marvel VFX budget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Marvel
way higher,
Marvel
but for some
Studios
reason
is RRR.
it's way.
What?
It,
They're
the
gonna
effects
fight
budget is
Thanos.
way higher,
Disney
but
Plus
Yeah.
comes out with one.
it's all just
Right.
really
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
Guess
good.
what?
What chicken butt?
What does a candle smell like?
What does
Oh,
what
for
does
who?
Rom
Rom or
smell
Beam?
like?
Gas-
Let's start
Gasoline.
with Fireboy.
What
What
does
does
Ron
Fireboy
smell like?
smell
Fire.
Campfire.
No,
He smells
think-
like teak wood. He
Musk.
smells.
Teak wood?
Musk.
He
Manliness.
No, he smells
Man
like
would
that. Like,
smell
Musky
like
teak wood.
he smells like
gasoline.
that bourbon, a Bath and Body Works
Birdie.
cologne.
Bourbon. He
Bourbon.
smells just like bourbon.
He smells, yeah. He smells very
Campfire.
manly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Just-
man.
Campfire and
man.
sweat.
What does Beam?
Beam would smell like
Morning
swamp.
Something
I
like
agree with
sweet.
that.
He would
Because
smell
that was
like
his
rain.
intro. He was in the,
Yeah,
he was in the
spring.
rainforest.
I
He would
I-
smell like, okay, you know when
It's
you
like a
go
swampy
camping and you
area.
wake up in the morning, there's dew
Yes.
everywhere and the sun's
Yes.
nice?
Exactly.
That's what he smells like.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
agree.
Would
with.
you-
Yeah, I
would you
agree
say?
entirely
You know
with
when
that.
you go camping and you wake up in the morning and it's like just sunrise and there's dew everywhere
Yeah.
and
All-
stuff? That's
no, it's
what
like
he smells
weirdly
like.
cool. There's like a fog over
Yeah.
it. It's weirdly cool, but all you hear is like the birds chirping. I'm
That's
him.
that
But
is
it's
in a
maybe
candle.
sounds in a candle, but yes.
like,
I'm glad
He
you.
smells
no,
like
he
bird
it's one of those
chirps.
candles when you light it, it has a little music box in it.
I'm
Is that a
glad
thing?
he sat up because guess
know
what
when
time
you-
it is? It is gay theory.
Oh,
Yeah.
gay
Well, I
theory.
mean, it's just
just Rom
Beam
and Beam.
Rom.
It's
It's like
Beam
it's
and
no,
Rom.
there's nobody else.
Yeah, but you need to prove.
But you need to
Need to
give us
prove
some
why.
evidence on the
They
relationship.
they gave each other a piggyback twice.
Yeah, that's
3 times.
Three
is that
times.
is that
I
the
went-
topic?
because
And
I-
they also then
Yes.
they also worked out together. And
When do they work out together?
In
during
the montage.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah.
I
had
love
Rom
that
sitting on
montage.
his shoulders and was doing fucking squats.
Don't,
Yeah.
I was about. I didn't want to
Showing
spoil it,
off.
but when they're doing the thing, I'm like foreshadowing.
Mhm.
I think the piggyback. I'm not gonna call it a fight. It's more of a massacre.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's a completely
No, it's the
one-sided
piggyback- it's the
slaughter.
The only
The
true
great
fight in this
piggyback
movie
escape
was
incident of
them fighting
1875.
because they're the only equal opponents.
Definitely.
British people with guns versus
Two Indian
Versus
guys.
two Indian
dudes.
men.
Two Indian hunks.
Jesus.
and there's another.
Beam
I
is
said
Beam is a
Moon. to-
himbo. Beam
I-
is a himbo.
Yes.
He
I
is.
really like your sweater.
Man doesn't know English.
I memorized-
Oh my god, when he
He's
thought
so
Jenny's name was
Don't call me.
Don't call me madam. My name is just. It's
It was
just Jenny.
so
Jack.
cute.
That's how he said it in the movie.
Don't call me Misa.
Don't
Apologize.
call me Misa.
Tears.
I'm quoting the
Tears
movie.
on this podcast.
With the
Apologize for
accent.
tears. I'm not seeing any
And
snippets.
then Rom's
I'm
like,
quoting the movie.
fucking
like,
loser.
I'm not
Dumbass.
saying
That,
anything.
no, that was such a sweet scene.
Don't
and
call
then
me
Ram
Mesa.
just laughing
It's
and being
just
like,
Jenny.
No, it's
No.
When he got them all
It's
dripped
Jenny.
out when they
Call
showed
me-
up at the
don't
party.
call me
He got
madam.
them
Yeah.
down.
I love
Just
them.
Jenny.
Oh, see, that entire party sequence was fun, and
It was.
and like you guys
Did
said,
he
The
get
dance
Did he
battle.
get with Jenny at the end? I forgot.
He did.
Yeah.
He
Well,
did.
she was in
Why-
a dance number. She
Why
was
were
in
all
the-
the
They
white
left.
actors just like not that good?
Well,
Yeah.
because that
I'm
was
just-
their first movie.
I'm just not gonna.
Yeah.
And
Still.
they were dubbed, I believe.
Yeah,
Oh, were they?
Probably.
But even
No,
then, like, I didn't
no.
like their
Because if
acting.
the movie was in Hindi in the original language,
Well,
they
just
probably
think,
would
we
No.
watch things
Well-
and we just have subtitles for other languages. That's exactly what they're doing. Like
Yeah.
that.
True.
They have
Also,
subtitles.
I was also
just
pleasantly
we've never
surprised at the amount
watched
of
a
English
movie.
that was spoken in that.
I've
movie.
never
I
seen
wasn't
it.
expecting any
Well,
English.
we've never watched a movie that was in another language that had
You could've
English
just-
as the.
You
foreign
could have just
language.
stopped at we've never watched another movie.
I've
Yeah,
never,
we've never
I've
watched
never
it.
seen
We've
this
never
movie
watched
with
the
the
We've
English
never watched
dub,
any movies.
and I don't think it would work in an English dub.
No.
Like that
No.
entire set piece of Beam not understanding Jenny.
That would,
That's
yeah.
not
so
That wouldn't
confusing.
have worked.
If
yeah.
they were both speaking English,
I'd be
when it was like implied that he didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I first watched it, I was watching it in the car by myself, and like, it was on a really long trip, so I just kept switching it from English to original dub to English, and like they used the same actor, like the voice actors.
Oh,
Like, so you know when Rom speaks English,
Yeah.
That's
it's
it.
the same guy who
That's
does
good.
the English dub.
Oh,
That's
that
good
makes
at
sense.
least.
Also, it's not that hard to.
I've
fucking
seen
read
Rom.
not.
No,
I
it was just
watch
because like
movies
sometimes
with
I'd be looking up
subtitles
or
anyway.
like watching
Yeah.
the scenery. I would like outside the car window, so I wouldn't be paying my
know.
full
Yeah,
attention
yeah.
to
Yeah.
the thing.
I got
And-
peripherals. I can do.
And
both
I've
at
seen
once.
Rom's actor
Times it.
Yeah.
Ram Charan on
What's his
like on
Yeah, his name
American
is-
talk shows, and he has really good English. He speaks really
He
good
does.
English.
Oh yeah. Well, in the movie he
What's
did.
it?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Ram Charan, I
It's
think.
his actual name is still Ram.
And the
Yeah,
other
that's right,
guy's
Ram
name
Charan.
is NTR Jr.
This is
NFT.
And
Who I thought I
NTR.
was-
NFT.
No, Beam the NTR. That's his name.
Yeah, NTR.
NTR Jr. He made most of the music
Yeah,
for the
he
movie.
did.
That's
Wait, the
sick.
guy who played Beam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did the music?
Yeah.
What?
We-
What?
Like 90% of it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I never knew that. I like it when
Yeah.
actors can also be. I like
Are not
learning
just
about
actors.
composer things.
Yeah.
Like how
I like when actors do
Michael
everything.
Giacchino
Yeah.
Something.
did like the guy who made the Spider-Man.
Like the Tom Holland trilogy.
The Home
The
trilogy.
home ones.
Yeah.
He directed Werewolf by Night.
Mhm.
I never watched
did
Werewolf
that.
by Night.
Apparently, it was It was okay, which was
What?
more than we could say for the other Disney Plus movies.
Off topic. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the John Travolta movie, The Fanatic?
No.
Oh, I've heard of it.
No.
You know who fucking directed that?
Who?
Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit.
Who's that?
What?
What?
Jack.
It's finally not me saying that.
I've never heard of. I
The
think I've
band
heard of
Limp
Limp
Bizkit.
Bizkit.
If you
What is
saw
it?
his
Is it a
face,
band?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jack,
You know-
I
you
haven't
know-
listened to them.
Jack,
You wouldn't
you've
like
watched
them.
JoJo's. You should just assume any sort of like stand
The
or
dude-
Oh,
character name.
Flaccid
The dude
Pancake!
that Rom wants to
You should
be
just-
Iron
So you know
Man.
who I'm talking about?
I knew they were a
I
band.
can
I don't
see
know.
it.
I haven't
Okay.
listened to them.
He
I
said in
haven't
an
heard
interview.
of them.
Okay, yeah, but
I've heard of the song. And
Oh,
Also,
You're trying to edit
if
right
you
now?
guys did think Rom was attractive,
I don't appreciate
No.
the dead eye contact.
no, but I
with
mean,
me.
no, he is in another film that's available on Netflix.
Yes, you sent it to me. I'm watching it as soon as I get home.
It's 2 hours 45 minutes,
Oh damn.
Yeah.
and it's about him who he's like an assassin or something. No, it's like a vengeance thing. Like he survives like a fire. Or something.
Boom.
What?
Fuck.
Let me see.
You look like a fucking Giga Chad.
Me as fuck. He is.
No, he is Giga Chad.
Look at this.
He's
hot.
What the? He is.
I love him.
He's so silly.
I was like,
Looks like a painting.
I was heavily attracted to both the main protagonists of this movie, and I still am.
I love this man.
Oh,
So
shit.
attractive.
Look at this.
Yeah.
He
so
is.
Are you
attractive.
feeling things for him?
Are you feeling things, Jack?
This image isn't the most flattering.
Jason, where the fuck
No,
are
it's
you?
not.
Which image?
We
It's
never
the-
send
the
each
thumbnail
other
image was
things.
like-
Oh, you passed
Oh,
me.
I tagged.
Brings like
It
screams.
was like that.
When he's shirtless.
Because I tried to send you a thing once, and it's
God,
like.
Okay. What time is it?
It's 12:15.
12:15.
Let's go around the circle. Favorite scene. Jack.
Favorite
This is
scene.
Oh
NTR.
God.
God damn. Favorite
What?
scene?
Yeah, favorite scene, Jack.
Oh my goodness, there's so much to choose.
There is.
You have to
from.
choose one.
So much to
One scene.
choose
The
from.
entire last fight.
Oh, the
with
intro.
It's not your turn, MK.
The
Where was it
whole
going?
intro.
The whole intro.
The whole, like everything.
That's fair.
Like
The beginning up until.
The actual, like.
the whole intro.
I don't think that counts.
Shush.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Choose one part.
The one part from the whole entire intro. Oh, I can't choose one. Okay, if I
You have
can
to
either
choose.
choose the entirety of the intro or
No.
the final fight.
Ryan.
So
Not
if
the
it's
whole
just
intro. The
if
whole
it's just
intro
a
is
single
in one
scene,
scene.
the
The,
final
the
fight.
piggyback
Yeah,
fight,
yeah,
or
The
like
no, the forest
There's
because
two.
Rom looks hot in that.
Cause I like his abs.
Ryan. Favorite
No, I
scene.
like the bone arrow.
Ryan, your
Can you
turn.
come back to me?
Yeah.
No.
Because I
It's
actually
got a
don't know.
Favorite scene.
I did really like the final scene, but I think my favorite scene has to be like Rom's intro or Beam's intro, like one of the two, because it just shows you how powerful these men are.
Yeah, that's the one.
Like
Yavaja.
it shows you how legitimately powerful they are, and it's a good way to start the movie.
And it's like, oh, these two are gonna fucking fight, and then they
Yeah.
become best friends.
Yeah,
Mine was the dance scene at the party.
that's good.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
also
That's a very
really
close
good.
second for me. It's your turn,
Jax.
Pat.
Okay, so the entirety of the bridge sequence, because
That was so good.
it's so like it's so crazy, but it is entirely believable because the hand signals they were doing that works. It's like, hey, we go on the bridge, go close,
And
opposite, around, grab hands.
Grab.
That's literally what he said. So it's entirely believable that someone smart could just be like, oh hey, I get this, let's do it.
The movie does make it obvious that these two are inherently smart.
Yes,
They're
exactly.
inherently
It's a
intelligent.
fantastic.
I mean,
scene.
Beam isn't good with white women.
That's his one flaw.
not
one-
good with
Shake
one
your head,
woman,
yeah.
that's it.
No, other way.
I have two.
Okay.
I have the first with Beam when he's shown in the water, like
Yeah.
the cinematic like turn and stuff. That was really cool. And the part where the royal guy dies and it shows on the flag the
Good.
little quote and stuff. That
Yeah.
That's the one I
Oh,
was.
it actually like it. MK felt my arm. It gave me goosebumps, bro. Like it.
Okay, because you went
Check it.
silently, and we're just like, check.
Favorite scene.
Yeah, I think the scene where they shoot the dude, because it's like so deserved, and you actually like you're genuinely like, yeah, like, get this fucking dude.
Kill him.
I
Yeah.
changed my mind. It's
I
the
changed
scene.
my mind.
It's that scene with the flag
Yeah.
and the scene when Rom's a little kid with
Oh,
his dad.
that was like,
Like
the
that entire
flashback.
sequence.
That was
entire
a flashback I actually like cared about.
The
Usually they do
flashback-
flashbacks, and I'm like,
Yeah, the actual
They
the
did
whole,
flashbacks
the whole
so well.
flashback because
When
there's
his-
like the flashback. There's
Yeah,
another
fun.
scene, and then there's the rest of the flashback.
Yeah.
The whole flashback
Yeah.
itself.
It's like-
They
that
did
speed.
flashbacks very well in this
Yeah.
movie, and I appreciated it.
When his dad
Wow.
said you need to give a weapon to
Like, I
every
see.
person, and you just clicked and you're like, oh, he's not a bad guy.
Yeah.
He is a
from this
fucking.
angle.
He's just doing
What
his.
was your favorite scene?
My favorite scene was.
I want to see that. I want to see that. I want to see
Keep
that.
going, James. Keep going.
My favorite scene was the. Nice. Okay.
Solid.
My
Okay,
favorite
okay,
scene
okay.
was the party fight between Beam and Rom.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
Especially the shot of like him in like the water fountain and Rom with the torch in front of all the
Yeah.
fireworks.
Yes.
That was really.
It
cool.
was really good.
And how it was like Beam's
Pretty
theme,
beautiful.
Rom's theme, and then when
Yeah.
they're charging at each other, it's like their
They
friendship
combine.
theme, but more.
I think it looks like
You
that because
guys.
we're in like dim light.
Yeah,
Hey,
it does.
guys.
Yeah.
It's that like up until the intermission part where the blood falls on his hand and it starts like
My arms
steaming.
hurt.
hey guys,
Oh,
You ever
yeah.
go like this and make your
Hey, guys.
fingers
Yeah.
go numb?
Rom when he was
No.
in that crowd.
I just do
They,
this.
they slap together.
He's punching the punching bag. He's like,
Rom.
I was.
Oh, when he punched a hole through the punching bag, that
I
was so good.
I was so viscerally angry.
Alex Lane.
Like when they were like announcing who got the
And it's
promotions,
just white dudes.
and it was all white guys.
all white
and you
guys.
Can, and
You can just tell the
not
anger
a,
on this guy's
not a
face.
single one of them did anything to go and get this guy, who their governor said he wanted dead. They did not move.
Yeah, one buddy was like, "Dude, guys, this is kind of scary. I can't believe he's doing this right now."
Yeah.
So-
And then Rom's going through and hitting people with a stick with no means of defense, and he still didn't get his promotion.
When he's like getting dogpiled by
The
all
only
those
time he got his
people, and
promotion
he's
when he
like,
caught Beam.
Oh, that shot was so
and it
cool.
cuts to like outside what's happening.
Like
Wait,
when
what?
everybody was like crowded around him inside, the camera was inside.
Yo,
They were
yeah,
all-
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
and he,
so
like-
sad.
So
Bro, it's
good.
like Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. It's like a ripoff.
Oh my god.
I've never seen it.
Marvel. I love Marvel.
Marvel.
Yeah, everyone. What is your favorite scene?
Oh, am I?
Oh,
I
yeah,
already
we
said.
kinda skipped
I already
it.
said.
Yeah.
Sorry, the
Yeah.
party
Arms.
fight with
Party
Beam and
fight,
Rom.
party fight.
Okay.
Oh yeah, with the tiger.
Dude, that one guardman on like the tower and the tiger just fucking jumps like.
Oh my god, that part was so when they were climbing the building and then he like flipped upside down. Oh my god.
And then he kicked the guy off the tower.
The
And they
Any
landed
time that we
perfect.
all screamed was a good. It was a good.
Yes.
Scene.
There were
screaming
so
the whole
many
time.
moments.
The
Jack.
intro,
Jack, go.
the intro part when he when the tiger's so close to him and he's fucking like you can see his like I like you could see like the strain on his back and his calf
Yeah.
muscles and like I was like, oh my god, that is
Oh.
insane.
We gotta wrap
It's
up.
12, Tony. We
We
gotta
gotta
wrap up. I would talk about this movie for
Are we
another.
gonna make a part 2
We've
on
never
RRR?
screamed so much.
No, we haven't.
No, we can't.
What's the next movie we will watch?
Just part 2 of
I don't
RRR.
know.
Are
We're
we
not
gonna
gonna
talk
do part
about?
two.
Can I suggest one?
Are
We
we
should
gonna
post a
talk
poll
about
on
the
Because
Twitter.
we just
whale?
like haven't figured out whose turn it is.
Get
to
the Idiot
suggest a movie.
Cinema Twitter
'Cause I
channel
thought
up
it
and
was
running.
mine soon.
We should have a Twitter.
Okay, guys, wait.
Shush.
We need a new logo for Idiot Cinema.
I'll make one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I'm
should-
draw.
we should also
Do it
make
in
a
art
TikTok.
class.
Yeah, we
class.
should.
And we
I
should
have to
post
have a
clips of,
sketchbook.
like the videos so that people come to watch.
And like us
Tron?
screaming at movies.
Tron Legacy.
Can our next movie be Tron Legacy?
Oh lord.
It's on Disney Plus.
Sure.
Good.
Sure.
I like the
Okay, I have Disney
movie.
Tron
Sure.
Legacy
I
is
hated
pretty good.
Jackson.
Okay, well,
Not
My
exactly.
login.
that has been episode.
I like it.
That has been episode
Should we watch it?
24 of Idiot Cinema,
Yeah.
where we covered RRR. Please like and subscribe.
And go watch the movie.
Go watch the movie, for God's sake. If you watch this whole episode and we haven't convinced you, but yeah, you better smash that like button,
This is
or
like
else
smashing
Or else
like
Rom will be under your bed.
Rom will be sent to hunt you down.
Yeah.
So I'm not pressing like I want.
Fireman.
I want him to meet me. I want to meet him.
Load, aim, shoot.